coxswain is Abby Charlam from Manlius, New York, but a product of Brook School in Massachusetts. Sophie Cole is the coxswain from Wellesley, Massachusetts.
Together!
This group, the idea of fun is going fast and working hard.
The role of a coxswain is really to keep the boat safe, primarily to steer and make sure the boat is in the place it's supposed to be. And then beyond that, it's to make technique calls and get the crew going together. You have to have a really good relationship with your coaches and understand what they want in a practice, with running drills, with making calls in a race, stepping up. Like in your role, you're the one who calls the shots and you're the one who kind of tells them what's right and wrong, what's a good change. So being a leader and like speaking up and being able to make that call at the right point is really important.
The best coxswains that I've worked with are able to get the guys to give like that extra 10%. If you can get all 8 guys to push the legs at the exact same moment, to all kind of make your stand at the same point, you actually can really increase the boat speed and do something impressive, which is, I think, really why the coxswain's there, to keep us all focused, coordinated, and in time.
Naturally, if you're a rower, you have a competitive tendency, whether you're a rower or a coxswain. Just the sport is like, it's very intense, but that's what I love about it. And I think like when you're in a race, there's a million things going on. Like I'm calling out their watts, their split, the meters. I look over at the other boat, need to see what's going on there, what our margin is, the race plan, technique, like all these things that are coming at you at once, and of course steering. So I think like being competitive in that way is really important, and knowing when to use different like metrics or different words to then motivate the guys. Yeah, I think you like inherently need to have a competitive nature, otherwise you probably won't go that far in this sport.
With the coxswains, it's a lot of feedback. You know, they're telling you what to do in the boat, and you trust them, and you're also giving feedback back to them. If the call that they made is inspiring, if it makes you push yourself just a little bit harder, and also giving them that feedback of what you thought of like their race plan and working with them and developing.
I think for me, the main thing I do is making sure I'm prepared for every practice, because I think like preparation is like probably 70%, and then like 30% of it is just trusting your skills and making the decisions in the moment. When I'm prepared, I know that I've got it, and I can rely on my skills then to kind of like bring me the rest of the way.
We have a really strong team culture right now. We're really like a family, and I think that really helps on the role of motivating, because you can really get to know someone and know what makes them go harder on the water.
You want to make sure that you're creating some sort of relationship, understand who this person is and understand when they say something, they mean it.
This is an environment where you can really work towards something and you'll see the results, which I think is why I love the sport so much.
There's no better feeling than coming off the start line just blazing. I think it's a fun sport. Finding speed is my favorite thing about it.